All right, let's go.
Yeah.
We made it.
Like Arsenio, where's my dog pound?
Friday, 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 Friday. Oh, yeah. Weekend is here. The weekend before Labor Day weekend. Enjoy your final days of summer. Make it count. Covino and Rich broadcasting live from the Fox Sports Radio studio. And the big news this week, huge news, is that we have a brand new YouTube channel.
Let's get on it.
Yes.
Come on.
Covino and Rich FSR, youtube.com/@Covino and Rich FSR. Streaming live. Elijah's got us all hooked up.
Thank you, Elijah.
Danny G, super producing.
Yeah.
Sam is here. Dan's here. You're here. Let's rock out.
All right. Lots to get to today. Micah Parsons is a sad man. Deleting all the Cowboy stuff from his social media?
So corny.
My God. You know what else he put out there?
Sports
I think
baby behavior.
Is it true he tweeted, if you love something, let it go. If it comes back, it's yours. If it doesn't, it was never meant to be.
Set it free.
Set it free. I mean, it's a tactic athletes use in every sport now. So we'll talk a little Cowboys and NFL.
Micah Parsons is getting all cryptic now.
Yeah.
He just screenshot that it's 111 Make-A-Wish.
Is the New York Football Giants the fun, bad team to watch this year? We're going to get to that. And how bad are they, and how good could they be? The Giants are sort of an interesting watch, a very interesting energy they got going on in the Meadowlands.
I'll tell you this right now before we get into it. Looks like they're having lots of fun, lots of excitement.
That is like a huge layer of success.
Does that translate into wins? What does it translate into? Because losing's not fun. But I hope you're having a great day. We're having a glorious Friday. On a personal note, all we do on Friday is this show. So we come in all excited, super energized.
All the other gigs we have, I record my SiriusXM stuff ahead of time.
Same.
We don't do
really
our
nothing.
We don't do our other podcast on Friday. So we come in here, shout out of a freaking cannon.
Yeah, so more excited than
Wait a
ever.
second. You're not live from the SiriusXM New York studios?
That's all.
Oh, not today, Daddy.
Yeah. So Danny G's on the phones. Let's get involved. 877-99 on Fox. Iowa Sam is here. Dan Beyer, Elijah. Again, we're on YouTube. And, of course, if you miss anything, you got things to do, catch the podcast later or the video. Now, Rich, this is something called Aren't We Over It? Is sports pandering over or not? Where are we in the world? Let's get a little controversial. Let's have some fun. Let's break it down. Let's get some feedback going because I think it's a funny-ass story. There's a funny-ass story out of ESPN today.
I think it's hilarious as could be. Your dude, Jack Mack from Barstool.
Got to give him credit.
Yeah,
Love that guy.
Got to give him credit because he broke it down in the funniest way. So ESPN.
Well, not only that, KFC, good dude. He was on our bonus show, Overpromised. Catch that on Fox Sports Radio's YouTube page. Portnoy, Big Cat. All the other guys get more props. And my favorite is Jack Mack. I think he deserves all the props and all the ass. That guy's great.
Yeah, why don't you go DM him or something?
Well,
hey, man.
Chicks are always saying they want a guy that makes them laugh. He's the funniest of all of them.
So he posted this earlier, and I'll give him props because they took it down so quick I didn't see it. ESPN posts a mural of icons. And Covino said this conversation is along the lines of, are we done pandering? Because every time you try to pander, even if your intention is of good spirit and good heart, and you're trying to do the right thing. I mean, look what happened to Bud Light a couple years ago. Bud Light puts a transgender person holding a beer bottle and beer can, and that company had to spend years to recover.
Yeah, put him in a bad situation. That's for sure. So when it comes to sports pandering, are we over it? Are we in a time or entering a time where let's be real about things, are we not living in the real?
No, look who just took the biggest misstep. Cracker Barrel. Cracker Barrel, they know their audience, or do they? Change the logo, going super liberal.
Weren't you on the logo, the original logo?
Stop. I think that.
Get it, Rich?
I think that you're seeing brands like making just like boneheaded mistakes that don't need to be made. Well, Bud Light, Cracker Barrel.
I still believe we should live in a world where you don't want to just ruffle feathers just for the sake of it.
Yeah.
I don't believe in that, especially in what we do. We're not trying to piss off half the audience. Absolutely not. We're here to have fun and try to have a good conversation. But when ESPN puts out this icon mural, and we say this respectfully, we're just telling you the story. We had a great experience at ESPN. Not talking smack, just talking Jack Mack, talking facts. When you leave out, let's just say Tiger Woods, and I don't know, most of the MLB, all of the UFC, when you don't put any fighters in there, and you only put icons that pertain to
So, like,
whatever it is you're promoting.
What your agenda is. Or
I was trying to avoid that word, but that's really what it is.
But it's wild. Like, you look at this mural.
Isn't that just straight up BS to anybody with half a brain?
Dude, I mean, you gotta have your head so far up your ass to think that this mural is in some type of weird agenda. All the icons, all the moments, all of ESPN. There's 10 WNBA players on this mural.
10. You could name maybe 4 of them. And it's not only that. You know, you're looking around, you're like, that guy's an icon? This dude's an icon. Who's that? That's an icon. Okay.
Where's Mike Tyson?
And I guess, yes,
Where's
I know.
anyone?
I couldn't find anyone that I was looking for, in fact. Rich has it right there in front of him. And we just want to know if we're living in a time where we're over it. So
I just think that
who really is an icon?
I guess, Covino, what I want to point out is just simply, like you said, are we just over it? Meaning, everyone's trying to do the nice, right thing, but is that sentiment just like overblown now? Like, all right, we get it. Everyone wants to be nice, but don't.
Well, if you take the temperature of the public's opinion, you would have to say, yeah, there's a lot of people over it because they got so much backlash from it that they were forced to take it down. That's why a lot of you missed it.
I don't know if they were forced. I think embarrassingly took it down, right? I mean,
not forced.
Yeah.
No one, the head of ESPN didn't say, take it down now, but they were forced based on all the negative feedback that they got. They were getting hit so hard with, come on, man, these are icons. You know who was on there? I thought it was funny. I mean, again, if it's funny and tongue-in-cheek, yeah, that's okay. Like, the security guy from the Jordan documentary. Remember that guy with the curly afro?
Yes.
He's on the mural. But Tiger Woods is not on the mural. Mike Tyson, I don't see him either, Danny G. Like I said, no UFC fighter.
Where's
no
Joey?
John
Where's
Jones?
Joey Chestnut?
No GSP? No Chestnut? But, again, the big, I guess, obvious thing is the 10 WNBA players. No, you're not hating on WNBA players. In fact, later today, we're going to play a game called Chipotle Worker or WNBA Player. That's our way of familiarizing everybody with WNBA players. But to put 10 of them there, it's a little overboard. It's a little much. It's starting to rub people the wrong way. Like, hey, are we just, like Rich said, pandering? Or are we being real about this stuff? Is it a joke because you got that dude in it? Or are you being serious about it?
To me,
so people took it real serious, and I think it caught everybody by surprise.
I don't think anyone should take a mural posted on Twitter with any sense of like, wow, this really made me mad. Like,
Yeah, but a mural is an honor, and I was led to believe, is that something painted at ESPN?
No, it looks like something it's a graphic. I'm just saying, no one should be mad at this, but it's also just another example of, like, does no one read the room anymore? Again, I think the best example also outside of sports right now is that the Cracker Barrel story, whose stock has plummeted. Like, I just think we've hit a crossroads now where everyone could see through BS, and they're like, this is just silly. Like, what are we doing? Should any sports mural of icons contain 10 WNBA players, no UFC fighters, 3 baseball players? Like,
Is Michael Phelps on there?
I don't know.
But is this a mural of icons of the last 25 years, or is this a mural of icons of the last
Is there any
year and a
icon?
half?
No,
Sam,
it's icons according to some jabroni at ESPN.
It's
That's
they're
really it.
clearly promoting a lot of their own
Jabroni Jones'
properties
favorite.
here.
Yeah.
Like they're promoting, like they have hosts of. There's Dan, you help me out with this. There's a Michigan quarterback, I think. Does anyone know who this guy is?
I think it's supposed to be Bryce Underwood.
Yeah, but he
hasn't
was
taken a snap yet,
So the
right?
guy,
Yeah.
well, okay.
There's a few college stars in there, too. I see Manning's in there.
I don't know.
Yeah, Jeremiah Smith is there as well, near both Arch and Bryce Underwood.
And college stars, but never took a snap in the
again,
NFL
I'm not
yet.
mad at this. I just think it's so
it's a story.
Everyone, when people miss the mark, I'm like, how do people miss the mark so?
If they're icons, we should all know their names, right? We should know who they are and not have to guess on who they are.
So you can simply say it's the misuse of the word icon.
Dan Byer, if this was a mural, and again, I'm not mad even 1%. It just caught my eye today. But if this is a mural and it said, the rising sports stars of this generation, I'd say, okay.
Right. So possibly mislabeled?
Because other than, like, who on here? I don't know.
I think they didn't want it to be like 90% men. That's why they did throw some more women in there. But
why
there's
are
women
we pretending. Why are we
that's
pretending?
Rich's point.
We're pretending that these 10 women are icons. We're pretending. We're full of baloney,
you got
as
10
they say.
WNBA,
Full of baloney.
10 WNBA players.
I mean, can you name, other than Caitlin Clark and Asia Wilson and Angel Reese?
There's a couple I don't recognize on here.
Exactly, and you care about
and
the WNBA.
they put Juju on there, Juju Watkins, who's not even in the WNBA yet. She is a big star, but she got injured last season.
Come on.
The Najari Kennedy, the pitcher from Texas Tech, the softball pitcher who had an NIL deal over $1 million. She's next to the security guard. So that's from the Jordan documentary. That's
I was wondering who that was.
Yes.
Where's Brady at?
I like the mural, like, again, if it said, like, some of the cool faces or rising stars or, but I think, oh, man, it's just like missing the mark. But then again, maybe smart for them because they got us talking about a stupid post.
Who's putting the pie in each other's faces at the top? I don't even know what that's all about. Some of these are like almost like inside jokes at ESPN.
It looks like a Where's Waldo mural.
Yeah. Naomi Osaka made this, and Naomi Osaka is not the player that she was 5 years ago. And she is, I don't want to say front and center, but I looked at the center of the graphic too, guys, to be like, okay, who's your icon of icons? Because that's who you put in the middle.
Got Shohei, got LeBron.
So Shohei, LeBron, Asia Wilson, Kevin Durant, and Coco Gauff.
Is Asia Wilson the one on the Aces?
Yes.
Okay.
Caitlin Clark, though, off to the left.
Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese are the most prominent because they're opposite of each other. I noticed them right away. To me, they stood out just as much as anyone else. So there's so many questions at play here. First one is, aren't we over the pandering, guys? Seems like the public is, because that's why they're
every
getting all this
time
backlash.
a publicly traded company or big company is like, we're gonna do something we think is like the right or nice thing to do.
Perhaps
it backfires every
yeah,
time.
but perhaps there's people that think,
Bro,
no, that's how you make people popular and iconic.
Reference Bud Light. Reference so many companies that have made mistakes.
I mean,
doing
we've
this.
seen it over and over and over again, but we've lived in that world for years now. So are we at that point where it's done? Sports pandering, especially because you're smarter than that.
Messages in the end zone are no longer a thing.
Well, because sports
because we're not
is something that's defined by numbers and stats. Like, you could quantify the actual greatness, right? So you're not fooling anybody. You're like, really? Is that person that great? I have the stats that say otherwise. So sports pandering is like something you really can't fake. So when you do that, a sports fan is like, icon on what planet? Tell me and prove to me. Show me the stats. Show me the baseball reference as to how, or WNBA, as to how they're an icon. Again, it was posted on socials and deleted. The tweet was deleted because of all the backlash. And then the second part of the question is, well, then, who really is of icon status? Do you have to be an all-time great, or can you be an up-and-coming great to be part of that? That could be also a fair assessment. Like, hey, they're iconic, but they're on their way up. Or we believe they're going to be icons.
And by the way, Rich, the NFL is bringing back the on-field social justice messaging.
Serious?
Yeah, for 2025, yeah.
What are we doing? What are we doing?
Dude, there's so many people missing from that. And that was a lot of the feedback, too. So many people missing from the so-called icons.
Again, perhaps trickery as well. Maybe they posted this with the thought of like,
I don't think so. I don't. But that happens a lot. You think they're potentially trolling us.
Maybe they are. They have to be trolling.
I don't think so.
There's also a lesson in here, and it's something that I felt like we talked about behind the scenes here at Fox Sports Radio, where this is what you get when you send like a company-wide thank you. It's very, very choppy waters because you're bound to leave someone out. You read an obituary, it is a ranking of who is important, who isn't, and then you get to the bottom, and then there's everybody else. You send out like a thank you to staff, and you forget one person or yes,
it's like an acceptance speech.
You know what else?
Exactly.
At an award show, it's like, ooh, who did they
Absolutely.
forget?
You know what makes that even worse, though?
Yeah.
Like the in memoriam sort of thing is like, who oversaw that? Who had the final say? And, who dropped the ball? With something like this, we're getting all up in arms, man at arms about it, and we're debating it, and people are mad. But for all we know, you think like some higher up had anything to do with it? It's probably some young idiot whose responsibility is social media, and they put it out there just to say they did something for today. And everyone's making a big deal about it. How do you know who did it?
And
Don't you think that
you're
has something to be said about it?
You're right. Maybe we're over.
Could be a nobody from Nowhereville who
maybe-
just posted something because he had to.
Maybe we're overstating the the process over there.
Yeah. So, but Dan Byer makes a good point. That's why you don't do things like that, because you're going to cause a controversy. How'd you forget this person and that person?
It's like, remember when Tommy Gunn forgot to thank Rocky Balboa when he won?
But again, here's the real evidence as to what we're saying. Dana White just did what? A pretty big deal with Paramount.
Yeah,
Isn't that
but
one UFC
but
person?
it's not ESPN. It's Paramount. So
I know.
So they're not promoting they're not promoting rivals' properties.
That proves the point.
So they're taking these are the icons we have in the sports that we control, that we put on our airwaves.
Exactly. That's exactly it. So you can't really say they're icons if you're leaving out particular sports.
They're
just
ESPN icons.
because.
And there's also ESPN show hosts on there too. So they're
then how does Chestnut not make it on there?
I said
right?
that.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean, how
yeah.
do we not have Joey?
Perhaps he was the biggest snub of all in that
Yeah.
case.
I think that should be the headline here.
Yeah, who was the biggest snub of all? Covino and Rich, Dan Byer, Danny G, and Sam say Joey Chestnut.
Yeah.
Friend of the program.
Yeah.
And truthfully,
Maybe they look at him as a sideshow.
to make it very clear, I really don't care.
And by the way, if they
At
have
all. It just-
ESPN
it was-
broadcasters on there, is Gary Streisky on there? Because we happen to believe he's the best.
I think he's the best.
he is the icon up and
But
coming.
they got
anchor.
Brian Windhurst, right? That dude? Please.
Brian
Windhorst.
Windhorst, yeah.
Windhorst. Yeah.
Give me a break. That
No, that's
bro.
mean. I
That
think
clown?
Hold on. I think he's great. He's
That
knowledgeable.
clown?
He knows his basketball.
Put Gary Streisky and Randy up there.
Yes,
true talents
I
of that
agree.
network.
I say include them. I think Brian does a great job.
Nah,
so
I'm
I'm not
not-
hating
I
on
don't-
him.
I don't believe that.
I'm laughing at Rich's reaction. Is what
I don't
I'm
believe that. I
laughing
think
at.
the trash.
No
Nonsense.
So your thoughts, and again, the deeper question is, you can't really fake the funk when it comes to sports pandering. You have stats to back that up.
Brian
It's not
Windhurst,
like-
the
it's
guy
not
that
like your opinion.
wasn't Brian Windhurst the guy that was pretending like he was tight
Boys
with
with LeBron.
LeBron, and
Yeah.
LeBron was like, "Yo,
Yeah.
I don't know you."
Yeah, but that was rude.
I thought that was funny as hell.
That was rude as hell, man. I thought that was very rude. So, again, if you missed it, it's because they took it down. That's like a side story that we thought was kind of fun today, and Rich is rolling his eyes at it,
Well, I guess I
as,
just-
as
again-
is many people. That's why it got taken down.
Again, I really am not losing sleep over this. I want to make that very clear. It's just something that we saw this morning. It's a slow sports day. Football's less than 2 weeks away. My Mets are stinking. I'm scrolling. I see this.
Your Mets
And-
are more than stinking, man. They're like rotting.
Can I tell you there's something that's
There's
really
like some rot.
I
They
feel
got
bad.
the funk of 40,000 years.
I genuinely feel bad.
They're like the great stink of 1858.
You know there was a great stink of 1858? Do people know
Was
that?
it? I don't know if I got the year wrong, so don't quote me on it.
Hold on. Let's look it up.
The great stink.
The Great Stink,
Oh,
18.
Yeah. I was right.
Do you know what it called? The Great. You want to hear about the Great Stink of 1858?
So it's the great stink of 2025.
The Great Stink of 2025 is Brandon Nimmo, Francisco Lindor, and Juan Soto.
Yo, there's no
And the
Met.
pitch. I forget.
There's-
Actually, no.
There's no Met on that mural, right? I hope not.
The pitching staff is the Great Stink of 2025. The Great Stink.
At least you don't have Confardo anymore.
Hey, by the way, is Judge on that mural?
Yeah, I did see Judge.
Yeah, I didn't see him.
Yeah, he's there.
No, Judge Judy was on the mural. The Great Stink of 1858. It was the hot weather of the summer of 1858 in central London. Unhumid treated waste made the whole city and the Thames River smell like doo-doo. The whole city smelled like
It was like
ass.
contaminated.
So
It was so bad, it says it wafted into the Houses of Parliament, forcing them to take action.
yeah, people were dying from the stink.
People were dying of the stink, for
Yeah,
real.
the
People
great
were,
stink of
so,
1858.
So if your team is stinking, my favorite analogy is they're stinking like the great stink of 1858 because that's how the Mets are. And I find myself, I hate this because I'm not usually much of a hater. I'm more of like whatever, your team, you're happy. Covino and I have this Mets-Yankees bet, and I hate to say it, I was rooting for the Red Sox pretty hard last night. I can't let your team jump that far ahead of me. We have a $1,000 bet. I want this to go down to the final week. I can't not be rooting for the Red Sox this weekend. I apologize. I wasn't going to, and then
You a big Roman Anthony fan now?
You see the bat flip he did?
It was a little aggressive, but I liked it.
First game at Yankee Stadium. Bat
See, what
flip.
people need to understand is bat flips aren't personal. 90% of the time, they're not. It's just part of the game. It's what you've been practicing in your backyard playing wiffle ball for your entire life. It's just part of the swing nowadays. Watch the Little League World Series. All these kids are doing the same thing. And he had a pretty aggressive yet awesome bat flip last night to beat the Yanks.
If you don't know what we're talking about as far as that mural, though, at Rich Davis, at Covino and Rich, I don't know if you posted
It's just
as well.
you can't leave
I'll
out
repost it.
sports. You can't leave out baseball. You can't leave out fighting. How many soccer players? That's a pretty big international sport. I think there's like 2 soccer
No,
players.
there was one soccer player,
One soccer player.
3 baseball players, and 10
So
WNBA players.
It's a blaring
Man, what are you doing?
agenda of these are the sports we cover, so therefore these are the icons that we choose.
Yeah, it
and,
just,
and people sniff that out a mile away.
I think we live in a world
That's-
now where
that's the thing.
no one likes when people are full of baloney. That's a nice way to say it. That's
There
my
you
favorite
go.
word, full of baloney.
Give me the stats before we move on, though, as far as how many athletes of each sport.
No, I said there were 3 baseball, no
Yeah.
golfers, no UFC, 1 soccer player, no hockey players from a winning NHL team,
No Mike Tyson.
no Mike Tyson, no Joey Chestnut.
There were a few more soccer players, but the point again, if you can't recognize who they are right away, I think that defeats the point as well.
And, for the sake of conversation, too, you're always trying to win over new fans and a new audience and young people.
You're being very kind. I appreciate it.
No.
It's nice
But
of
if
you.
you're putting old icons up there, some of these young people are like, yeah, aren't we done with, the Babe Ruths of the world? Like, can we find some other icons? Maybe they're just trying to pander to a younger audience, just to be fair.
Again, don't use that word then.
Maybe they're trying to cater.
Rising stars?
Cater
No,
to.
he's saying icons.
Hey,
Oh.
hey guys.
Yeah.
All aboard the Pander Express. Let's go! I've been holding on to that for 20 minutes.
Should have held on for 25 minutes while
Right,
we were
well,
on
like holding
in a
commercial
fart.
break.
Should have held on till after 4 on the west side. Like another hour and a half, maybe.
Holding in a fart there. Wow.
Thank you, Sam.
Had to let
We
it out.
appreciate you.
All right, thank you, Sam.
So anyway, it's a funny story.
Great
Nobody's
stink
mad
of
at it.
2025.
All right, well, hey, we're going to talk some NFL. We got other stuff to get to, but it was just on the radar this morning, so hey, enjoy. We got more Covino and Rich having fun on a Friday here at Fox Sports Radio.
It's Covino and Rich on Fox Sports Radio. Are you ready?
Yes! We talk about pop culture, we talk about sports, we talk about life.
It's a friendship on the radio. When you talk about the best athlete in the world, you're probably thinking Jim Thorpe, right?
I'm thinking Bo
joking.
Jackson.
I'd have to throw myself at the age of 12 into the conversation.
You are the home run champion. When you find the commonality between sports and life, those analogies and conversations are the best. You were dating some girl, and you were like, hey, babe, let's watch The Sixth Sense. Her mom walked in. Can you believe he was dead the whole time?
I wanted to get up.
Well, slow down, Dana White.
I don't want to say. It's never boring.
If the Chiefs win,
Sorry, Patrick Mahomes here. What do you mean by if the Chiefs win?
Our friendship is real. It's authentic. You can't fake the funk.
we're the type of guys you'd want to hang out with at a sports bar. Best way to pick someone up at a bar?
Yeah.
Go up to a cute girl and say, oh, look at that bozo over there. And I point to you. We could make fun of each other, poke each other a little bit.
I call him Blubber Lips, Rich Davis, because he never stops talking.
He thinks he's the Mexican Fonz.
Yeah.
At any point, he's wearing a chain. You have a chain on?
Always.
Of course he has a chain on.
That's like asking me if I'm wearing cologne right now. Of course I am. We take a lot of pride in being inclusive and interactive on our show. Just the more the merrier.
Josh, Covino thinks that every man should own a leather jacket.
I only wear vegan leather.
Can you believe this guy?
I can't believe this guy. We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate y'all's show. I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
Mike Tyson, Covino, loves to just challenge us with random Mike Tyson trivia.
Which accomplished celebrity purchased my sprawling Connecticut estate?
I'm going to go 50 Cent.
You are absolutely correct, 50 Cent. I love his song.
You can't schedule a big event during
can't.
a big sports moment.
My family member scheduled their wedding the same night as a Julio Cesar Chavez fight. Everyone was glued to that fight instead of doing the electric slide.
This is weak.
Unbelievable. You're very tricky.
America, you got sports, you got fun, you got us.
Covino and Rich.
We're crushing it.
Wake up, it's two pros and a cup of Joe, Fox Sports Radio.
You ready?
Yes.
I'm Colin Cowherd. This is The Herd.
You are listening to The Dan Patrick Show.
It's the odd couple. You know what time it is. Let's get it.
Fox Sports Radio.
Bigger, bolder, and better than anyone in the game.
Fox Sports Radio is the #1 sports audio network.
Diverse, fun, entertaining, and driven by the big sports topics of the day.
They had to bolster the offensive line, which they did.
You finally said something right. Congratulations. That game was incredible. You are wrong.
You could take that trash somewhere else. Wham!
We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate y'all so. I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
I'm your favorite fan.
Thank you.
Love you. You're very talented. You're the best.
Thanks for taking my call.
Sure.
Great show.
Thank you, Jim. You sound like Joe Pesci.
How am I funny to you?
I can't help but notice that the W-2s for the quarterback look a lot higher.
That's because we're worth it.
You gotta be kidding.
He never was an elite quarterback.
This team is unstoppable. He made the right call.
You know that's right.
LeBron James is a legend.
No, he's not. He complains all the time.
You say Brady's the greatest quarterback of all time, but Eli Manning beat him twice. Wrong. Wrong.
For 25 years, Fox Sports Radio has dominated the sports audio landscape.
With the biggest talent and the best programming available.
We talk sports and we have fun doing it. We talk about life.
Sports radio is where you go after the games are over, and then the discussion begins.
If the Chiefs win,
Sorry, Patrick Mahomes here. What do you mean by if the Chiefs win?
It is live. It is unscripted. No other medium can touch that.
And that's what makes it special. Yes.
Who wants some?
Bigger, bolder, better. We are Fox Sports Radio.
Yeah.
It's Covino and Rich on Fox Sports Radio. Are you ready?
yes! We talk about pop culture, we talk about sports, we talk about life.
It's a friendship on the radio. When you talk about the best athlete in the world, you're probably thinking Jim Thorpe, right?
I'm thinking Bo
joking.
Jackson.
I'd have to throw myself at the age of 12 into the conversation.
You are the home run champion. When you find the commonality between sports and life, those analogies and conversations are the best. You were dating some girl, and you were like, hey, babe, let's watch The Sixth Sense. Her mom walked in. Can you believe he was dead the whole time?
I wanted to get up.
Well, slow down, Dana White.
I don't want to say.
It's never boring.
If the Chiefs win,
Sorry, Patrick Mahomes here. What do you mean by if the Chiefs win?
Our friendship is real. It's authentic. You can't fake the funk.
We're the type of guys you'd want to hang out with at a sports bar. Best way to pick someone up at a bar?
Yeah.
Go up to a cute girl and say, oh, look at that bozo over there, and I'll point to you. We could make fun of each other, poke each other a little bit.
I call him Blubber Lips, Rich Davis, because he never stops talking.
He thinks he's the Mexican Fonz.
Yeah.
At any point, he's wearing a chain. You have a chain on?
Always.
Of course he has a chain on.
That's like asking me if I'm wearing cologne right now. Of course I am. We take a lot of pride in being inclusive and interactive on our show. Just the more the merrier.
All right. C&R on FSR. Covino and Rich. Sweeping the nation. Having fun.
Yeah.
And loving the fact that it's Friday.
I'm loving the fact that tonight, Anthony Roman, another bat flip or what?
Today's Friday.
I hate that guy.
That bat flip last night against the Yanks, it was his way of saying, I'm going to own your asses for the next decade in the Bronx.
That was in the upper deck last night. Live from the Fox Sports Radio studio. If you miss any of today's show, you got to catch the podcast. Search Covino and Rich wherever you get your podcast. And after the show, our best of is posted. And every Saturday, what time, Danny G, does the best of the week drop?
6 a.m. Eastern.
Drop. You know what else dropped today? For the rock fans, new Deftones dropped today. And a brand new Overpromised has dropped. That's our bonus podcast.
And a new Dexter today, if you watch Dexter Resurrection.
We're happy being your dark passenger while you drive home, hopefully. Hope you had a great day. Let's have a great weekend. But again, live from Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles. The number is 877-99 on Fox. To wrap up the final discussion, the last discussion.
Yeah.
What makes this mural, the controversial mural that was taken down today on ESPN's Twitter, is that it says all the icons. All. So we think, well, where's the legendary icons? And the thing is, there really aren't any. Like, if you're thinking old school, there's no old school icons. So maybe they're saying this is the new stuff. But either way, it caused a big stir. And if you missed it,
boom.
You didn't miss much.
You didn't miss much at all. Hey, before we get to Jim Harbaugh, I know everyone's going to disagree on this one. Should he be suspended? We'll get to that. But I do want to say that if you are a baseball fan and you're excited that we got 30 games left and then the postseason will be here, you said that my Mets are playing like the great stink of 1858.
Yeah, they're really bad. They're rotting. The pitching is so terrible.
Do you know that if they lose tonight and the Cincinnati Reds win, the Mets are on the outside looking in for that third wild card? That's how they have
They're
imploded.
like Aaron Lewis of Stained, man.
I don't want to be on the outside looking in.
They're sad. They're a sad squad right now.
Yeah, well.
But can they turn it around? Probably not. If I were you, I'd get ready for your 49ers.
Yeah, I know. All right, let's talk some football. Now, I saw Urban Meyer. I'm more of an NFL guy than a college football guy, but I'm wondering
You're more
what
of an Oscar Mayer guy.
I'm wondering, what am I missing here? There's a speculation that should Jim Harbaugh be suspended in the NFL for something he did in college football. And I can't even connect the dots on this. That would be like, la, 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 la. Connect the dots. I can't even connect the dots Pee Wee Herman style. I can't even think about how this makes sense. Meaning, that would be like if I worked at Walgreens, work at a drugstore, and I got fired. And then I worked at Chipotle. And Chipotle wanted to punish me for something I had done when I worked at Walgreens. I don't get how you would equate the University of Michigan to the Los Angeles Chargers.
It's the same sport, but I agree. Unless I am convinced otherwise. See, I'm very much in the middle of this one, to be honest, because I heard you and Danny G going back and forth, but it's the same sport, but to me, completely different things.
Yeah, let's hear it, Danny. I don't even know the other side of this argument. I can't even fathom it.
I mean, should he be suspended by the NFL? That it seems kind of ridiculous, except for the fact there's precedent here. And Jim Tressel was fined, right, and suspended. Or did he was fired?
He was fired by Ohio State because of the tattoo scandal that occurred at the school. Part of the NCAA's punishments were a ban for Tressel, who is no longer in the college game. His next job was with the Colts as a replay assistant, an analyst sort of job. Not only did he serve a 6-game suspension, Terrell Pryor, who was a part of that scandal as well, ended up being drafted by Danny's Raiders and served a 5-game suspension at the start of his NFL career because of the penalties that were handed down in college. That's where the precedent is.
It's really interesting that there is a precedent because in my mind, legally, I would imagine good luck trying to enforce that. I mean, again, what you're saying makes sense. I'm not doubting the credibility and thoughts of what Dan Byer said, but to me, Covino, that would be like if you did something terrible here at Fox Sports Radio and Scott Shapiro and Don Martin and Julie and everyone's like, Covino, you're fired. You know, or you just left and they found out, Covino was cheating the whole time or doing something at Fox Sports. And then you got hired by NBC Sports.
They're not going to suspend me.
Yeah, like he was cheating on Last One Standing.
Yeah, like if you like.
I was accused of that. I was insulted.
When you, I
but
can't
Danny
imagine.
G made a solid point off the air, and Danny G, I'll just say it, and you could back it up. You said something along the lines of, "Yeah, but that's also to prevent other college coaches from doing illegal things, knowing they could still get promoted into the NFL."
I think it's a good
Remember,
escape plan.
he was investigated and penalized.
There shouldn't be an escape
for
plan for
scouting and sign stealing, and he was going rogue in college football.
Right.
In the back of his mind, he's probably thinking, "What happens? They suspend me? I don't care. I'll go back to the NFL." And that's what Danny G was explaining. Like, there should be a precedent set that, hey, you can't do it on this level and then think you could just go away and avoid the penalties.
And even though it's not the NFL, Rich, it is, in essence, the minor leagues to the NFL. So the two are related. You can't say, oh, Walmart and Target or whatever your example was. That's not a correct analogy.
There's also a timing thing of it as well, where before the penalty is handed out, the person has already left or has been dismissed from their job and has moved on to another one. So like Harbaugh took the Chargers job, has been there for a year and a half now, and we didn't finally come to find out what the penalties were until recently.
You know what that would be like? It would be like an ex-girlfriend of mine finding out that I cheated on her at spring break. Meanwhile, like, I'm married with children, she's married with children, it's 20 years later, and like me being held accountable, like, well, when you were in Acapulco with Covino, I know what you did. It's like, yeah, it's 20 years later.
This wasn't 20 years later, though.
But I'm just saying, it's just like, if I'm Jim Harbaugh, I'd be laughing at this. Like, are you kidding me? I'm the head coach of the Chargers, beat it, college kiddos.
Yeah, you said something that this makes sense, and I don't think anybody thinks that it does, but it happened before. Just like I don't think people thought it made sense 15 years ago when this happened. And here's the other thing with it. Jim Tressel lost his job. Jim Harbaugh didn't lose his job at Michigan. He just went and took another one that put him in the NFL.
That's the other thing with that line of thinking, though, right? He would have been fined and suspended in college, right?
Yes.
So you're saying, well, he should be suspended
He got
then
ahead
in the
of
NFL.
it. Give him credit for getting ahead of it.
If someone got fired for doing that, right? What are you going to say? They can't ever get hired again because they were fired from the previous job? If the previous job matters and this guy was fired, then with that line of thinking, he should never be hired again.
Well, you're right. And what was crazy with the Tressel thing was not only was he fired, but then he was still suspended because of what went on, even though I would say that losing your job was probably punishment enough.
This happens in boxing and UFC once in a while. Ryan Garcia was drunk or on drugs or something, allegedly. Who knows? Remember, he said some terribly racial stuff on like an Instagram Live and sort of lost it a little bit. Remember Ryan Garcia? And then there was accusations of drugs when he fought who?
When he fought
Ryan Garcia. Remember?
Well, it wasn't Tank because he was emaciated in that fight. Who the hell did he fight?
Remember Ryan Garcia won?
Garcia, then
Who did he beat?
in between Romero. Who did he fight? I forget.
He beat someone that he wasn't expected to beat. Come on, you're the boxing guy.
I don't know, man. I forget.
We were at the fight.
He was on Osterine. Who did he fight?
Anyway, point was Ryan Garcia.
He had like a small, tiny percentage of Osterine in his system. Devin Haney, yeah, he annihilated Devin Haney.
And then when he got suspended from boxing, I remember the speculation was like, all right, he'll just fight the UFC or go do something else or fight on another card. People do that all the time. Like, you get fired, you get in trouble. Yeah, you leave, you try to get ahead of it and go somewhere else.
I feel like in the past, college coaches, and I'm struggling to come up with an example, but I feel like it has happened. College coaches will leave their old program in the dust, and then there's like repercussions that come out, and then they just go to the NFL and they just go on their merry way and do their job
Pete
in the NFL.
Carroll, yeah. I mean, Pete
there
Carroll.
you go. That's the one.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dan.
I don't know. Let's go to Dan Bye for an update. I'm having a hard time understanding why anyone thinks Harbaugh is going to have any consequence.
I think it's because of the precedent.
I know.
Danny, you know, yes, that's the reason why. Anyway, I know you have your endearment for Jim Harbaugh because of a former 49ers head coach.
Yeah.
So there's probably that. There's also probably some news with the 49ers that you're interested in. They acquired Brian Robinson Jr. today in a trade from the Washington Commanders. Commanders getting a 6th-round pick from the Niners as part of that deal.
Well, the Niners are light at the wide receiver position to start the season with Ayuk still sidelined and Juwan Jennings. Well, everyone's a little banged up, so this is probably good for the 49ers for the early part of the season.
He's a running back, though. Running back Brian Robinson.
Right, okay.
Yes. But they're always injured there as well. So that's a tradition
they're
unlike any other. Yes, the Minnesota Vikings and Carolina Panthers have had talks about a trade that would send wide receiver Adam Thielen back to the Vikings. Panthers gave right tackle Taylor Moton a 2-year extension. Contract news in baseball, the Orioles and catcher Samuel Basallo have agreed on an 8-year, $67 million extension. He was just called up last weekend. Texas Rangers center fielder Evan Carter could miss the rest of the season because of a fractured right wrist. Indiana Fever guard Caitlin Clark dealing with a bone bruise on her left ankle, suffered in a workout earlier this month. She missed the month of action because of her right groin injury and has not returned to practice. In Golf Tour Championship, Tommy Fleetwood and Russell Henley lead after 2 rounds at 13 under. Scotty Scheffler 5-back, Rory McIlroy 6-back. Back to you guys.
DB, appreciate you, my friend.
DB was talking about tattoos before.
From Fantasy Island?
No, not that tattoo.
The plane, boss, the plane.
Actual tattoos. What do you think about family tattoos? What do you think about matching tattoos and matching outfits? What do you think about stuff like that?
Interesting.
Well, one of the all-time icons is in the news when it comes to it.
And I agree, this guy's an icon, so we'll get to that. Plus, there's something that is rubbing Covino the wrong way, and we need to take the temperature of the Fox Sports Radio Nation. It's something I do at a fast food restaurant that Covino has a major problem with, and I feel like it's totally fine.
You think it's totally fine. You know why? Because you think you're the greatest guy in the world, and everything you do is great. And that's the real core of why it's even more wrong.
Wow.
The fact that you can't even recognize that.
Can't wait to discuss this.
Yeah.
Hey, more Covino and Rich next right here on Fox Sports Radio.
It's Covino and Rich on Fox Sports Radio. Are you ready?
Yes! We talk about pop culture, we talk about sports, we talk about life.
It's a friendship on the radio. When you talk about the best athlete in the world, you're probably thinking Jim Thorpe, right?
I'm thinking
joking.
Bo Jackson.
I'd have to throw myself at the age of 12 into the conversation.
You are the home run champion. When you find the commonality between sports and life, those analogies and conversations are the best.
You were dating some girl, and you were like,
Hey, babe, let's watch The Sixth Sense.
her mom walked in. Can you believe he was dead the whole time?
I wanted to get up.
Well, slow down, Dana White.
I don't want to say It's never boring.
If the Chiefs win,
Sorry, Patrick Mahomes here. What do you mean by if the Chiefs win? Our friendship is real. It's authentic. You can't fake the funk.
we're the type of guys you'd want to hang out with at a sports bar. Best way to pick someone up at a bar?
Yeah.
Go up to a cute girl and say, oh, look at that bozo over there, and I'll point to you. We could make fun of each other, poke each other a little bit.
I call him Blubber Lips, Rich Davis, because he never stops talking.
He thinks he's the Mexican Fonz.
Yeah.
At any point, he's wearing a chain. You have a chain on?
Always.
Of course he has a chain on.
That's like asking me if I'm wearing cologne right now. Of course I am. We take a lot of pride in being inclusive and interactive on our show. Just the more the merrier.
Josh, Covino thinks that every man should own a leather jacket.
I only wear vegan leather.
Can you believe this guy?
I can't believe this guy. We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate y'all's show. I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
Mike Tyson, Covino, loves to just challenge us with random Mike Tyson trivia.
Which accomplished celebrity purchased my sprawling Connecticut estate?
I'm going to go 50 Cent.
You are absolutely correct. 50 Cent. I love his song.
You can't schedule a big event during
can't.
a big sports moment.
My family member scheduled their wedding the same night as a Julio Cesar Chavez fight. Everyone was glued to that fight instead of doing the electric slide.
This is weak.
Unbelievable. You're very tricky.
America, you got sports, you got fun, you got us.
Covino and Rich.
We're crushing it.
Wake up, it's two pros and a cup of Joe, Fox Sports Radio.
You ready? Yes.
I'm Colin Cowherd. This is The Herd.
You are listening to The Dan Patrick Show.
It's the odd couple. You know what time it is. Let's get it.
Fox Sports Radio.
Bigger, bolder, and better than anyone in the game.
Fox Sports Radio is the #1 sports audio network.
Diverse, fun, entertaining, and driven by the big sports topics of the day.
They had to bolster the offensive line, which they did.
You finally said something right. Congratulations. That game was incredible. You are wrong.
You could take that trash somewhere else. Wham! We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate y'all, so I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
I'm your favorite fan.
Thank
I
you.
love you. You're very talented. You're the best.
Thanks for taking my call.
Sure.
Great show.
Thank you, Jim. You sound like Joe Pesci.
How am I funny to you?
I can't help but notice that the W-2s for the quarterback look a lot higher.
That's because we're worth it.
You gotta be kidding. He never was an elite quarterback.
This team is unstoppable. He made the right call.
You know that's right.
LeBron James is a legend.
No, he's not. He complains all the time.
You say Brady's the greatest quarterback of all time, but Eli Manning beat him twice. Wrong. Wrong.
For 25 years, Fox Sports Radio has dominated the sports audio landscape.
With the biggest talent and the best programming available.
We talk sports and we have fun doing it. We talk about life.
Sports radio is where you go after the games are over, and then the discussion begins.
If the Chiefs win,
Sorry, Patrick Mahomes here. What do you mean by if the Chiefs win?
It is live. It is unscripted. No other medium can touch that.
And that's what makes it special. Yes.
Who wants some?
Bigger, bolder,
better.
We are Fox Sports Radio.
Yeah.
I'm looking in. I'm feeling those lighters. Remember the live version with Fred Durst?
Let me tell you, if the Mets lose tonight, they will be on the outside looking in
Like
in the National League.
Like a sad Aaron Lewis.
National League wild card up for grabs. And by the way, your Yankees,
they're no better, man.
They're no better.
They
and
stink.
They have the defensive skills of like a high school team.
Dude, they have more errors in their games than Little League World Series games.
Yeah. Yesterday, I was looking at the box score. Sorry, I was rooting for the Sox. And I was like, it's 3-3, and the Yankees have 4 errors?
4 errors,
What are we
walked
doing?
9 batters. That's just a regular Thursday night for them. I'm not even joking you. Little League teams have less errors and less mental errors than the Yankees.
Did you guys watch what I sent to you? Dan sent that to me and Jason and Doug. That was hilarious. It was like Aaron Boone at the podium.
Oh.
It was AI. It was AI, but it was
every
hysterical.
Night there's an AI
it was so good.
video of Aaron Boone saying crazy things.
Called him Aaron Fudge.
My mom thinks they're real, by the way. Live from the Fox Sports Radio
Can
studio.
you believe what Aaron Boone said? Mom,
No, we're
it's
past
not
that
real.
now. Yeah.
He called Aaron Fudge. It's so funny. It's time for our Tire Rack play of the day. Jackson Dart continued to light up the preseason.
Takes the snap, stands in the pocket, fires over the middle, caught, touchdown, it's Dulcich. Dart hooking up with Dulcich in consecutive games, and the Giants strike first 3 minutes and 1 second into the game.
And Jameis Winston was eating the W, bro. Eating the win, eating the W. That's courtesy of the Giants Radio Network, and that was our Tire Rack play of the day. For over 40 years, Tire Rack has been helping customers find the right tires for how, what, and where they drive. Ship fast and free, backed by free road hazard protection with convenient installation options like mobile tire installation. TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be. Again, it's Covino and Rich. And if you just joined us, Danny G thinks Jim Harbaugh should be suspended from what he did in college. Rich Davis says absolutely not. Two completely different things. What he did in college should have no weight on what he does in the NFL.
Yeah.
No consequence, and that's why he moved on.
You'll
Danny G
remember.
says, well, that's why you shouldn't do it, because then you have reason to move on.
But you'll remember that is a part of the person's character, right? Like it's not a good thing for Jim Harbaugh's reputation, but there's no real, punishment. Like I said, I used the girlfriend analogy. If you cheated on your college girlfriend when you're on spring break in Acapulco, yeah, you're sort of a dirtbag. But if you're married with kids and happy now, that would be like paying the price for, being a dumb 20-year-old kid. Like, I know it was only a couple years ago, but still.
Well, here's what's coming up.
Yeah.
We got to talk LeBron. We got to play Chipotle worker or WNBA player, trying to familiarize with all these icons.
Well, speaking of Chipotle, you have a problem with something I do, and I want to get to that in a second, but I got to say hi to Chuck because he nails it on our in-show thread on the Fox Sports Radio Covino and Rich YouTube page, which, by the way, you can play along with streaming live now. What's up, everybody?
There's a live chat if you go to Covino and Rich FSR on YouTube.
And Chuck said, loving the YouTube feed. I get home from work, throw this on, pours himself a drink, and watches us. So look at that. Thank you, Chuck.
Speaking of, we're going to give you other things to watch later today on Weekend Hobnobbing.
Well, I do something at Chipotle that Covino has a major problem with, and I think it's worth setting up now. We'll dive into more.
It's kind of gross.
I don't think it's gross at all. I go to Chipotle twice a week because I think it's the best fast food place. This is not a commercial. I'm giving them props.
Yeah, it's great.
I think if you're going to eat crappy, it's not really that crappy. It's like, what do you got? A chicken bowl with guac and rice.
It is heavy, though.
It is salty.
I always feel like heavy after that.
But
it's good.
If I'm getting a burrito bowl or burrito for my wife and it's like $35, $40.
Okay, so what?
Overpriced, but delicious.
It doesn't give you a right to do what you're about to say.
I'm a Chipotle fan. Covino has a problem. You got a problem with this? Covino has a problem that my little FU back to Chipotle is I grab a big pile of forks and a huge stack of napkins.
No, stacks and handfuls of utensils. Handfuls. Like barrels of utensils he has collected and condiments.
Because you're taking the food to a picnic?
There's a reason. Yeah, there's a reason there's a $35 burrito. Because of him.
It's Covino and Rich on Fox Sports Radio. Are you ready?
Yes! We talk about pop culture, we talk about sports, we talk about life.
It's a friendship on the radio. When you talk about the best athlete in the world, you're probably thinking Jim Thorpe, right?
I'm thinking
joking.
Bo Jackson.
I'd have to throw myself at the age of 12 into the conversation.
You are the home run champion. When you find the commonality between sports and life, those analogies and conversations are the best. You were dating some girl, and you were like, hey, babe, let's watch The Sixth Sense. Her mom walked in. Can you believe he was dead the whole time?
I wanted to get up.
Well, slow down, Dana White.
I don't want to say It's never boring.
If the Chiefs win,
Sorry, Patrick Mahomes here. What do you mean by if the Chiefs win?
Our friendship is real. It's authentic. You can't fake the funk.
we're the type of guys you'd want to hang out with at a sports bar. Best way to pick someone up at a bar?
Yeah.
Go up to a cute girl and say, oh, look at that bozo over there. And I like point to you. We could make fun of each other, poke each other a little bit.
I call him Blubber Lips, Rich Davis, because he never stops talking.
He thinks he's the Mexican Fonz.
Yeah.
At any point, he's wearing a chain. You have a chain on?
Always.
Of course he has a chain on.
That's like asking me if I'm wearing cologne right now. Of course I am. I take a lot of pride in being inclusive and interactive on our show. Just the more the merrier.
Josh, Covino thinks that every man should own a leather jacket.
I only wear vegan leather.
Can you believe this guy?
I can't believe this guy. We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate y'all so. I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
Mike Tyson, Covino, loves to just challenge us with random Mike Tyson trivia.
Which accomplished celebrity purchased my sprawling Connecticut estate?
I'm going to go 50 Cent.
You are absolutely correct, 50 Cent. I love his song.
You can't schedule a big event during a big sports moment.
My family member scheduled their wedding the same night as a Julio Cesar Chavez fight. Everyone was glued to that fight instead of doing the electric slide.
This is weak.
Unbelievable. You're very tricky.
America, you got sports, you got fun, you got us.
Covino and Rich.
We're crushing it.
Wake up, it's two pros and a cup of Joe, Fox Sports Radio.
You ready?
Yes.
I'm Colin Cowherd. This is The Herd.
You are listening to The Dan Patrick Show.
It's the odd couple. You know what time it is. Let's get it.
Fox Sports Radio.
Bigger, bolder, and better than anyone in the game.
Fox Sports Radio is the #1 sports audio network.
Diverse, fun, entertaining, and driven by the big sports topics of the day.
They had to bolster the offensive line, which they did.
You finally said something right. Congratulations.
That game was incredible. You are wrong.
You could take that trash somewhere else. Wham!
We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate y'all so. I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
I'm your favorite fan.
Thank
I
you.
love you. You're very talented. You're the best.
Thanks for taking my call.
Sure.
Great show.
Thank you, Jim. You sound like Joe Pesci.
How am I funny to you?
I can't help but notice that the W-2s for the quarterback look a lot higher.
That's because we're worth it.
You gotta be kidding.
He never was an elite quarterback.
This team is unstoppable. He made the right call.
You know that's right.
LeBron James is a legend.
No, he's not. He complains all the time.
You say Brady's the greatest quarterback of all time, but Eli Manning beat him twice. Wrong. Wrong.
For 25 years, Fox Sports Radio has dominated the sports audio landscape.
With the biggest talent and the best programming available.
We talk sports and we have fun doing it. We talk about life.
Sports radio is where you go after the games are over, and then the discussion begins.
4 more preseason games tonight in the National Football League as it's week 3. Washington Commanders and San Francisco 49ers don't play each other, but they did work together on a trade earlier today. Brian Robinson Jr. dealt by the Commanders to San Francisco as the running back goes west in exchange for a 6th-round pick that's headed back to D.C. The Minnesota Vikings and Carolina Panthers had talks about a trade that could send wide receiver Adam Thielen back to Minnesota. Steelers played the Panthers last night. First-round pick defensive tackle Derek Harmon of Pittsburgh could miss a month or more because he sprained the MCL in his knee. Indiana Fever guard Caitlin Clark dealing with a bone bruise on her left ankle in addition to that groin injury that's kept her out more than a month. Texas Rangers center fielder Evan Carter could miss the rest of the season because of a fractured wrist. Tommy Fleetwood and Russell Henley lead the Tour Championship at 13 under. I'm Dan Beyer.
Yo.
Yeah. All right.
The weekend's here.
Can I tell you? Even when you love what you do for a job, the weekend's freaking awesome.
Oh, hell yeah. Can't wait. It is Friday.
Sometimes just to sleep in a little extra, no school drop-off, no waking your ass up for work, even if it's 8 or 9 a.m., just to sleep in a little extra.
That's Rich, the thief, the guy who loves to steal Davis. I'm Steve Covino. Danny G is here, super producing. He's our super producer on the phones at 877-99 on Fox if you want to call and tell Rich how wrong he is. We got Sam, we got Meyer, we got Elijah on the videos. We're streaming live at Covino and Rich FSR on YouTube. Please subscribe, and thank you for rocking out with us. Now, this hour, action-packed, Chipotle worker or WNBA player. Again, our way of familiarizing ourselves with the icons. Our way of giving back and giving away some prizes, too, right? And we're going to talk Chipotle in 1 second. But we also got Weekend Hobnobbing this hour, what you need to watch in the world of sports and entertainment, getting you ready for the weekend. Plus, we'll talk the New York Football Giants. But
you know what?
Yeah.
New York Football Giants, stay in their division just for 1 second. I know you're going to bust my huevos about this Chipotle thing in a second. But
not so much. I'm almost like, I'm not mad. I'm almost disappointed that you find this to be
Dad.
like okay.
But Danny, I know you're going to talk about this in Weekend Hobnobbing, but the NFC East just has so much intrigue. You got the defending Super Bowl champions, Washington, who you're thinking, like, where are they going to be this year? You're telling us that this Jerry Jones documentary is insanely good.
Really good.
So I'm going to watch that this weekend. I'm sure we'll talk about it more. With
And Jerry Jones all over the news.
Hobnobbing. Jerry Jones sitting down with Stephen A. And then, of course, the Giants who we're going to talk about. So some NFC East coming up in a few. But let's put a little bow on this conversation. Covino thinks I'm a thief, and he doesn't get
I don't think
that
you're
it's
a thief.
normal behavior.
I think that you think that
Normal
you're
behavior.
above the law because if
Steven
everybody
Seagal.
did what you did, there would be a major problem. You know, if everybody did what you did, there would be utensils locked up like deodorants at CVS. You'd have all your utensils. You'd have all your condiments. You'd have all the things Rich is stealing, napkins behind the counter. There's a reason when you go to Starbucks, all the condiments now are behind the counter. You have to ask for a straw. You have to ask for a lid because jabroni idiots like Rich think they're above the law and they're stealing it by the handful. No exaggeration. Here's what's going on. Rich goes to Chipotle and he's like, yeah, it's expensive. Yeah, it's expensive for everybody. You're not any more special than me or anyone else spending money. So he thinks it's okay for him because he looks like an innocent man, because he thinks he's handsome and he can get away with it. He thinks he could take the plastic knives and forks and spoons by the handful. When I say the handful, I'm not exaggerating. He takes like 20, 30 for his whole family for the week every time he goes. And he takes stacks, not like 5, 10 stacks of napkins. I have proof. Photo proof of it, and he thinks it's okay because he's Rich Davis.
Chipotle made
If I got caught doing that,
Please.
they would have me there and call the authorities. But Rich could do it because he's rich. Get out of my face with that.
The word stealing is
and by
ridiculous.
the way, you're stealing from the bottom line. If you're complaining why burritos are so expensive, stop stealing their utensils.
That's an asinine conversation.
No, it's not.
First of all,
it's still their bottom line. It's still
Sam,
it's their inventory, and you're giving the poor guy that works there extra work every time you go in there because you think you're entitled to steal stuff.
Sam, I'm prepared to answer all your questions, but let me make a couple
I'm
things.
just laughing back here. This is so good.
Let me make a couple things very clear. Chipotle made $1.3 billion last year.
And they would have made more if you weren't
it's
stealing all their inventory.
Okay, me from stealing napkins at the Topanga
It's
Chipotle.
not me defending Chipotle. I don't care about how much money they made. It's about what's right and what's wrong.
Billions and billions.
I'm defending the principle.
Remember the CEO of Chipotle said, hey, if you feel like you're not getting enough meat, give them a little a little more. This is Chipotle's doing just fine. They're popping up everywhere. Again,
they're not doing just fine. People complain of shrinkflation because the burritos are smaller. You know why? Because they have to cut corners somewhere because they're losing money because Rich is stealing stacks of napkins.
Those are fat-ass burritos, and I know you like fat asses. Hold on. Let me look at Chipotle's stock right now.
And by the way, we're
good
not
day in the
exaggerating.
market, by the way.
You have no idea. He has barrels at home full of Chipotle utensils.
Cracker barrels?
Cracker barrels.
By the way, Chipotle's had a rough month in the market, probably because of my napkin thievery.
Okay.
You can't steal something, by the way, that's not for sale. It's not stealing. It's using your liberties
Okay.
to take.
Did you ever respect the kid trick-or-treating where the sign clearly said take one or take something appropriate. There's an appropriate level. Everyone takes a few extra, maybe a few napkins for your glove compartment, maybe a few
Yeah, when you get a runny
straws.
nose in the car.
Big
Yeah.
deal. That's
Or
appropriate.
you gotta wipe your mouth
What
in the
you're
car.
doing is absurd. There's a level of appropriate, and then there's absurd because you think you're above the law. Did you think the kid that took the entire bowl of Halloween candy was a good guy?
You're comparing
No.
me to that guy?
Yeah, because you're a grown-up jerk. Because that's what a jerk would do. And you're better than that. Like I said, disappointed. That's stealing. It is stealing.
Didn't you tell me that your grandmother used to take every jelly from the diner and
Jelly
every little
packets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you gonna say? What are you saying about your?
She was a poor Mexican woman. You're a guy that does pretty damn well. You should be embarrassed.
But that generation was thrifty. Rich is just a thief.
Yeah, and I don't know. He's a national radio broadcaster making. They call him Daddy Stacks. Daddy Stacks.
Stacks of napkins.
He can't buy his own. Yeah, he can't buy his own napkins. Yeah, now I know why they call him that.
Do you want to pay for napkins?
Okay, I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead, Sam.
Okay, if you're taking a lot of plastic utensils, are
Yeah.
you actually using them, or are they just piling up in your
Sam,
house?
every time you come to my house for a football party or a little
You're using
holiday
the
event,
Chipotle
He thinks he's
silverware?
being resourceful from stealing at Chipotle.
I don't think that plastic silverware is actually very expensive to begin with. So maybe it's both, Rich, why are you doing that? And also Chipotle's like, we can
I'll
just
tell
give you
why.
as many
know
forks
why?
as you want.
You know what? I'm not going to say what I'm doing is awesome, but I will say this. When I'm checking out of Chipotle.
Rich is trying to
and
enact a little
sometimes-
bit of revenge.
Yes. And you know what? Because sometimes I'll be like, all right,
Yeah,
burrito bowl.
But Sam, if everybody did that, you'd be you'd be
I
causing
have a
a major
second question
problem
here. Is the Chipotle that's closest to Rich's house, is the manager there like every other week, like, why are we always out of napkins and forks and spoons?
Yeah, that's what.
And then other places report in, they're like, no, we don't have any shortage of napkins and forks.
My point is, and I think you might feel me on the thought of, you get to the register, you're like, I just got 2 burritos and it's $40. My tiny little FU to Chipotle, which I love, by the way.
But you're patronizing them. I
But
mean, like,
yeah,
you're a patron of them.
I
so.
spend $80 a week there.
Like
In my mind,
it's like a love-hate relationship. You're
in my
going
mi-
there.
In my mind, I'm taking 10 forks and a stack of napkins. I'm doing it. It's how I'm operating.
It doesn't make it right because
But
you're doing it that
you
way.
are willingly coming back and you're buying their product and you're like, but I still hate you because
Yeah,
you're so
guess what I
expensive.
do?
But I love your product.
I buy their product too, and I take an appropriate amount of utensils.
All right, let me give you another one. I saw at the supermarket, Dan Byer, this might blow your mind. At the supermarket, they sell Chick-fil-A sauce in a bottle. Who would buy it when you just go to Chick-fil-A and say, throw like 10 in the bag? Oh, are you buying Chick-fil-A sauce in a bottle?
That's good sauce.
Is Rich wrong, or does he make a point? I think he's way better than that. This guy makes a good living. We have like 3 jobs. He's doing all right. He doesn't need to stoop this low to make a point. Like, give me a break.
But if
like,
he was
this
from
is
the-
major cheapskate behavior. It's sort of like trashy behavior. This guy, you should see, we're not even exaggerating, how many he has. It's ridiculous. He's doing this so that he can be a family fun guy and invite everybody over. Like, yeah, use as many utensils as you want. I steal them anyway.
All right, next time you come to my house, BYOF, bring your own fork.
I mean,
You
it's
should be
ridiculous.
forced to bring a Chipotle banner and put it up in your house, like they sponsor
Yeah,
it, you know, for
should
like
be for it.
advertising.
Why is this party's napkins
By the
say
way,
Chipotle
you know what
on
else he does? This trash bag. You think he's like a good guy because he's like handsome, like I said? That's not it. He actually steals milk too. It doesn't end with utensils.
I don't steal. This is
I've
an old
heard about
milk from
this,
where?
yeah.
This is an old story. I'll explain.
In elementary school?
I'll
No,
explain,
it's where he lived.
I'll explain to defend myself, and then we're going to talk about the New York Football Giants. And
No, I want to stick on this topic. It's so good.
I'm getting out of here. No, so I used to.
I got forks to steal.
Before I have kids now, but when I was a single man, no other people attached to me. When I was just a single man, once in a blue moon, if I needed like a quarter cup of milk or something, there was a deli coffee station across the street from my house that I would frequent every day. I would eat from their little buffet. You know, a supermarket has like their weigh your
Again,
food and all
doesn't
that.
give you the right. You're just a customer, bro. You're not special.
I would go to the coffee station and fill up a quarter cup of milk and bring it home.
But I was there every day. So what? Who cares? You're a customer. That doesn't give you the right to steal their milk.
If this was Great Depression Rich,
No, the
born in
point-
1915, dies in 1990, and he's taking a little milk or some oyster crackers or some
Smart guy.
jelly packets, you'd be
No.
like, oh, he's thrifty and resourceful.
He's justifying. He's saying he wouldn't go through a whole gallon, so he would go there and steal a few cups of milk a week so he just had it in his house for cereal or whatever.
I'm just saying, I'll wrap it with saying this, because who cares? It's fun. It's funny. I get it. Make fun of me all you want. But Covino's the first guy. Let's say we did an event.
No,
Danny
I'm the
J.
first guy that they'd be yelling at because they saw me doing it. That's why I have an issue with it. I would not get away with this. They would be like, yo, what are you doing with that stack of napkins? I couldn't say, hey, man, I'm having a party this weekend for the Giants game. They'd be like, yeah, why don't you take like 5 or 6, not 600 like you do?
And no one's going to stop you.
All right.
Let's say we're at an event, and let's say it was with MLB. Danny J, we just went to the All-Star game in Hotlanta. Let's say we go to like the press area, and they have a craft services table, as they call it, right, with all little snacks and goodies.
Mm-hmm. We've seen those before.
Covino's the first guy to be like, I'm going to put like 10 beef sticks in my bag. And, they have Nutri-Grain bars? Let me grab some of those.
That's not true.
Are you Uncle Frank?
I take what's appropriate. If I take like 2 things of peanuts, like who cares? It's appropriate. You know, this conversation is you're taking an absurd amount. There's an appropriate amount, an absurd amount.
For the media, when they try to feed all the moochers at these games and stadiums and arenas, they put out extra knowing that the media guys all carry backpacks. Trust me.
And Danny,
they know you're going to take 4 or 5.
You love grabbing stuff off of those tables.
Oh, at the boxing events, the what is it, the media row or the radio rows that they have a table with like 100 granola bars. Yeah, I'm going to take 3 of them back to the hotel room.
Now, how do you benefit from this stupid banter if you have people coming over for an NFL kickoff less than 2 weeks away?
Just get your napkins and forks at Chipotle. The end.
That's basically what Rich is saying. It's the cheapskate tip of the day. You could have a whole party funded by free utensils from whatever Chipotle's in town.
Should we do this every day? Cheapskate tip of the day?
I know why you want to let Jim Harbaugh slide, because you guys have the same character.
It's a character flaw.
Understood.
It's a character flaw. It's like I am above the law. It's Steven Seagal and Rich Davis. I'm going to do what I want.
Fired. We can wrap it
so
right
funny.
there.
All right, your thoughts at Covino and Rich at Fox Sports Radio. What's the YouTube live chat? Again, we have a live chat now. You can participate. You don't have to call. We want you to call, but you could chat live at Covino and Rich FSR on YouTube.
Coleman hit us up saying Covino doing Rich's voice is the best thing ever. Let's see. Dan said Rich is like an old lady stealing sugar packets from the diner.
Yeah, but Rich, I don't want to say makes lots of money, but most old ladies with a little rain hat on aren't slaying
They're on
it.
fixed income.
Yeah, exactly.
They're on like a pension,
That's
or Social
the
Security,
difference.
and they can't afford those napkins or sugar packets.
Rich is doing
It's okay
pretty
to
well.
steal if you don't have a lot of money.
I think everybody does this, but maybe Rich just does it a little bit like the security guard we were talking about who tackled the fan. He's a little overzealous
Where
with it.
did you learn this behavior that you think it's okay?
Wes said Dan Byer for the win. Wrap it up with him just saying
right,
you
yeah.
and Jim Harbaugh
We're good.
are both
Same
the
guy.
same guy.
Same guy.
All right, let's talk New York Football Giants. AFC, we talked about a bunch. NFC East, a division that is so interesting to me because even when the teams stink, there's great storylines because there's 4 interesting, great teams in that division.
Well, you got 2 really good teams.
I find it to be the opposite of the AFC South, who desperately tries to get my attention, and it just can't. Like Daniel Jones and the Colts is like the best story.
I would say it's the most exciting division in all of football. You got defending champions with the Eagles. You got the Commanders, who I think are going to be a solid team again. And they're exciting, exciting young quarterback.
They were in the NFC Championship
You
game
got
last year.
the Dallas Cowboys, who just have tons of controversy. The season hasn't even started yet, and Jerry Jones all over TV and Micah Parsons, yet they're America's team, and we're watching documentaries, and they're the Dallas Cowboys, right? They're probably going to stink, or they'll be average.
They can
and
be
then
good.
The Giants.
Don't act like I know the Cowboys in Vegas are projected to be slightly under 500, but there's Cowboy fans that I know they go in with high hopes every year, but there's people that are thinking that figure out this Micah Parsons thing and the team's going to be all right. There's a sentiment there. So,
and then the Giants, here's what I wrote down too, because this is what I really feel. They could be bad, but they're exciting. They seem to be exciting. And how bad is bad if they're exciting to watch? They seem like a really colorful team. It looks like they're having fun. Again, these games don't count. Losing's not fun. So if they're losing in the regular season, does that fun sort of go away?
I think that by just injecting Jameis Winston into any situation, you're automatically a little more fun.
Danny G thinks they're going to be good, but we're seeing, again, we don't put a lot of stock in preseason, but you got Jackson, Dart, and Jameis Winston having fun. You got Winston and Wilson having fun. You got Tommy DeVito's probably on his way out, but all these other young players, they got some good names in the draft.
Jackson Dart throwing some Malik Neighbors. That's why I think they're going to be at least 500. And you hit the nail on the head by saying the roster is just having more fun than some other teams we've seen in preseason. With that pick 6 yesterday, did you see everyone come off the bench?
The whole team.
The entire roster was celebrating.
And, that's how you build chemistry. Does that fun equal wins? Does that fun equal, hey,
eventually,
man, I'm going to watch them because they're exciting.
People want to be part of it. Even if they don't have the personnel there yet, that excitement, that camaraderie, that vibe will attract free agents. It will be contagious.
Even if they're bad, they seem like they're going to be fun to watch. So I would say at least they got that going for them, and they got some good names.
I wrote down exciting and bad, to me, is better than mediocre and boring.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, exciting and bad. Like, they might have a game where Jameis Winston gets in there and does what he, does, which is, throws for 400 yards, but also 4 interceptions.
And it seems like all these dudes that are competing against each other for a job, they're like supporting each other at the same time.
Is there a culture shift for the New York Football Giants? Do we feel like?
I think that
do we
it
feel
shows
like
good leadership on the Jameis Winston and Russell Wilson part. You see Jackson Dart, like I said, he's feeding the W to Winston. They're having fun. These are all viral clips that we've seen in the past 24 hours. They seem like an exciting young team. And I don't know if anyone was really expecting much from the Giants. Danny G thinks they're going to be good. I think they're going to be average but fun to watch.
I mean, just for the heck of it, for the hell of it, for the smell of it, if Vegas is saying 5-ish wins, like maybe that's a bet you make. Maybe you make over for the season.
Over 5 wins or not.
And you root for them to be, 6
I
and
could
11?
hey, if Jackson Dart gets good playing time this season, I could see them winning 8 games.
I was watching The Herd the other day, and Colin was saying that at some point in the season, Jackson Dart needs to get in there. And again, you don't want to be counterproductive because ideally, imagine if Russell Wilson returns to like some ridiculous form and they win. That might not be likely, but you want to see what Jackson Dart could do in cold weather, in the Northeast, November, December football, because there's a lot of great young quarterbacks coming out the next couple years out of college. So you got to make sure, like, all right, is Dart? We think Dart's our guy. I think you need to throw him out there at some point. And I think you throw him out there the minute Russ seems like he's in a bit of trouble. But then again, let's look at their first couple weeks, and that'll dictate it.
Schedule watching, Sam. We're going to be schedule watching.
You know this is, I love this.
See if it's possible.
Come on, Sam. Come on, Sam. Come on,
3,
Sam.
2, 1.
The Rich loves to look at the schedule game.
Schedule watching.
No, this is fun, though. I actually,
schedule watching.
I've learned to love this now.
Schedule watching.
Danny was giving me the last one standing 3, 2, 1 countdown, and I was like, oh.
You had the nervous farts there. I saw it.
Sorry.
In your eyes.
Yeah.
All right, regular season, New York Football Giants. Again, first 2 games of the season against division rivals, where we assume if they play Week 1 in Washington against the Commanders, that's gonna be a tough game. You could argue Week 2 at the Cowboys. Could they split Week 1 and 2? To me, it feels like it's 0-2, but maybe you split, right? Here's the problemo. Then your next 2 games are the Chiefs and the Chargers.
Ooh.
Then you play the Saints.
No bueno.
Then you play the Saints, who aren't very good, but then you play the Eagles. So I could see this team being 1-1, 1-2, 1-3, 1-4.
Yeah,
let's say
teams like the Eagles and the Chiefs always take their foot off the pedal
but then
for
they-
a team like the Giants, and that's like their Super Bowl win of the year. They might get one of those games.
I don't like the over 5 wins.
No,
As I look, want me to tell you why? Let's play it out.
Do you think Scatabo is going to be impactful?
Scatabo, I mean,
I liked his storyline too. That's part of the excitement. When he was drafted, the family was there. He was crying. It meant a lot to everybody. Like, I feel a little more invested with a lot of these players than I have before.
Danny, unless you're talking about the Raiders, you might be the most real guy in the room when it comes to realistic goals here. Ready? Here, let's talk Giants. Win or loss, ready? Week 1 at Commanders.
Loss.
Okay. Let me write this down. Okay.
The Raiders.
All right, so 0-1. Week 2. You're playing at the Cowboys.
Ooh. I'll say a W there.
Okay. All right, okay. So now we're 1-1. Week 3, the Chiefs play at the Giants home opener. Week 3, Chiefs. Right?
Chiefs.
All right, so 1-2. Then the Chargers.
Ooh, Chargers.
Yeah, 1-3. Then the Saints. Can we maybe give them that one?
Yeah.
Give it to
All
them.
right, 2-3. Oh, no. Eagles. Loss.
Oh, no.
2-4.
Broncos in Denver.
2-6.
No, that's 2-5 now.
2-5.
Then they play the Eagles again.
There you go.
2-6.
They shock everybody, and they split with the Eagles.
Okay, so now you're 3-5.
Yeah, because there's got to be a surprise
You
in
never
there
know.
somewhere.
Yeah, there's always a surprise with that.
49ers. 3-6. Then they play the Bears in Chicago.
Ooh, in Chicago, though. You got to give them the edge.
3-6.
Jackson Dart makes his debut, and they win.
All right,
that's
you know
it?
what? 4-6. Okay, now we're going 4-6. Packers 4-7.
Okay.
Lions 4-8.
Shoot.
Oh, they got a tough schedule.
Yeah.
Patriots 5-8.
Patriots are going to be better.
Yeah, but just for the heck of it,
Okay,
5-8.
Give them that one.
Commanders 5-9. Vikings 5-10. Raiders.
Oh.
Yeah, a lot of variables
That's
there.
it. That's the over. 6. Yeah.
And the Raiders and the Cowboys one more time. So that schedule does fit. That 5.5 is so on the money.
It is. 'Cause
Man, Vegas, son of a.
it's worth putting a few bucks on because I could see them getting 6 then after you run.
It's almost like they do research in Vegas.
Yeah,
you know, like it's almost like
It's almost like those buildings didn't build themselves.
It's like they
all
watched
those
the schedule, too.
You mean like those beautiful chandeliers in the Cosmo were not paid for by all our losings?
Yeah. You're paying for that fountain at the Bellagio.
Man, those big TVs at Circa.
Amazing.
Man.
So, hey, at least they'll be exciting. You know what I agree with? Like I said, they could be bad. They're probably going to be bad, but at least they'll be exciting. But I like what you wrote about a mediocre team. What did you write?
I wrote that an exciting bad team I'll take any day over a mediocre, like a 500 boring team.
Yeah, you got to go for it on 4th down. Don't be conservative. What do you have to lose? You got to go for it at every step along the way.
That was like they were playing like it meant something yesterday, you know? So, hey, good for them. It looked like they were having a lot of fun. I think that's part of it. So we'll see how it translates once the season starts. Your thoughts on the Giants? Hit us up at Covino and Rich at Fox Sports Radio. And we got to play this game. Speaking of Chipotle, Rich, right? And again, this is no commercial. We wouldn't have been talking about how much Rich steals from them if it was.
I don't
We
steal,
play
I
a game
borrow.
called Chipotle Worker or WNBA Player. It's our way of familiarizing ourselves with the WNBA, and all you have to do is not lose to win a great prize in their football.
Just don't come in last place.
That's
Don't
it.
don't be a loser. And you'll win. Hey, we got more Covino and Rich. We'll do some NFL, and we'll play this game next. So if you want in, 877-99 on Fox. Let's go.
It's Covino and Rich on Fox Sports Radio. Are you ready?
Yes! We talk about pop culture. We talk about sports. We talk about life.
It's a friendship on the radio. When you talk about the best athlete in the world, you're probably thinking Jim Thorpe, right?
I'm thinking Bo
joking.
Jackson.
I'd have to throw myself at the age of 12 into the conversation.
You are the home run champion. When you find the commonality between sports and life, those analogies and conversations are the best. You were dating some girl, and you were like, hey, babe, let's watch The Sixth Sense. Her mom walked in. Can you believe he was dead the whole time?
I wanted to get up.
Well, slow down, Dana White.
I don't want to say. It's never boring.
If the Chiefs win,
Sorry, Patrick Mahomes here. What do you mean by if the Chiefs win?
Our friendship is real. It's authentic. You can't fake the fun.
we're the type of guys you'd want to hang out with at a sports bar. Best way to pick someone up at a bar?
Yeah.
Go up to a cute girl and say, oh, look at that bozo over there. And I like point to you. We could make fun of each other, poke each other a little bit.
I call him Blubber Lips, Rich Davis, because he never stops talking.
He thinks he's the Mexican Fonz.
Yeah.
At any point, he's wearing a chain. You have a chain on?
Always.
Of course he has a chain on.
That's like asking me if I'm wearing cologne right now. Of course I am. We take a lot of pride in being inclusive and interactive on our show. Just the more the merrier.
Josh, Covino thinks that every man should own a leather jacket.
I only wear vegan leather.
Can you believe this guy?
I can't believe this guy. We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate y'all so. I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
Mike Tyson, Covino, loves to just challenge us with random Mike Tyson trivia.
Which accomplished celebrity purchased my sprawling Connecticut 50th date.
I'm going to go 50 Cent.
You are absolutely correct. 50 Cent. I love his song.
You can't schedule a big event during a big sports moment.
My family member scheduled their wedding the same night as a Julio Cesar Chavez fight. Everyone was glued to that fight instead of doing the electric slide.
This is weak.
Unbelievable. You're very tricky.
America, you got sports, you got fun, you got us.
Covino and Rich.
We're crushing it.
Wake up, it's two pros and a cup of Joe, Fox Sports Radio.
You ready?
Yes.
I'm Colin Cowherd. This is The Herd.
You are listening to The Dan Patrick Show.
It's the odd couple. You know what time it is. Let's get it.
Fox Sports Radio.
Bigger, bolder, and better than anyone in the game.
Fox Sports Radio is the #1 sports audio network.
Diverse, fun, entertaining, and driven by the big sports topics of the day.
They had to bolster the offensive line, which they did.
You finally said something right. Congratulations.
That game was incredible. You are wrong.
You could take that trash somewhere else. Wham!
We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate y'all so. I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
I'm your favorite fan.
Thank
I
you.
love you. You're very talented. You're the best.
Thanks for taking my call.
Sure.
Great show.
Thank you, Jim. You sound like Joe Pesci.
How am I funny to you?
I can't help but notice that the W-2s for the quarterback look a lot higher.
That's because we're worth it.
You gotta be kidding. He never was an elite quarterback.
This team is unstoppable. He made the right call. You know that's right.
LeBron James is a legend.
No, he's not. He complains all the time.
You say Brady's the greatest quarterback of all time, but Eli Manning beat him twice. Wrong. Wrong.
For 25 years, Fox Sports Radio has dominated the sports audio landscape.
With the biggest talent and the best programming available.
We talk sports and we have fun doing it. We talk about life.
Sports radio is where you go after the games are over, and then the discussion begins.
If the Chiefs win,
Sorry, Patrick Mahomes here. What do you mean by if the Chiefs win?
It is live. It is unscripted. No other medium can touch that.
And that's what makes it special. Yes.
Who wants some?
Bigger, bolder,
better.
We are Fox Sports Radio.
Yeah.
It's Covino and Rich on Fox Sports Radio. Are you ready?
Yes. We talk about pop culture. We talk about sports. We talk about life.
It's a friendship on the radio. When you talk about the best athlete in the world, you're probably thinking Jim Thorpe, right?
I'm thinking
joking.
Bo Jackson.
I'd have to throw myself at the age of 12 into the conversation.
You are the home run champion. When you find the commonality between sports and life, those analogies and conversations are the best. You were dating some girl, and you were like, "Hey, babe, let's watch The Sixth Sense." Her mom walked in. "Can you believe he was dead the whole time?"
I wanted to get up.
Well, slow down, Dana White.
I don't want to say. It's never boring.
If the Chiefs win,
Sorry, Patrick Mahomes here. What do you mean by if the Chiefs win?
Our friendship is real. It's authentic. You can't fake the fun.
we're the type of guys you'd want to hang out.
Yeah.
Live from the Fox Sports Radio studio for over 40 years, Tire Rack has been helping customers find the right tires for how, what, and where they drive. Ship fast and free, backed by free road hazard protection, convenient installation options like mobile tire installation. TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be. Thank you, TireRack.com. And is it time for a new job?
What?
Is it time? Well,
I'll tell you all about it. Express
tell you
Employment
about it.
Pros. Quit spending all your time endlessly searching for jobs. Enlist the pros. Never charging a fee at expresspros.com. And in a little bit, we'll tell you the pro of the week. But right now, we got to play a game that we play, I guess, once a week when we can. Chipotle worker or WNBA player?
TT's a beast. Are you going to get a Marie Brown jersey? Does she play in the WNBA?
Let's play a game that is clearly sweeping the nation.
Chipotle worker
Or
WNBA player.
Yay. Happy Friday.
so this is how we kick off the weekend with some fun and some giveaways, right, Danny G? When we get our new Nerf footballs, man?
We'll find out here in the next week or so. That's
in the meantime, it's just IOUs, right?
that's Spotty's department, but
Yeah.
he's MIA for the next week.
That's as good as money, sir.
Yeah.
Those are IOUs.
Well,
So Spot will have a Nerf football update for us when he gets back. Do you guys know where he went?
He went like into the Adirondacks, I think.
I don't know.
To go visit his in-laws.
If you want to know the truth, when he talks, I don't listen.
He went east. He went east with his
He'll
wife.
tell me something of true importance, and I'm like, I was like, did Spot say something?
I think
don't
he
know.
Darkness Retreat, I think.
He's finding Sasquatch.
I don't know. It's a swingers resort? I don't know.
Well, because he's gone, you're going to be the scorekeeper today, Rich.
Oh, hemorrhoid removal, I think.
Yeah, something going on.
All right, here we go. We're going to go to the studio line, see who's going to play against us in the studios here. All right, Jeff in Kansas. He's in Independence there. What up, Jay?
Hey, what's up, Jeff?
Hey, fellas, big fan of the show.
Oh, no problem. Hey, thank
Awesome.
you.
All you got to do is not come in last place, and you will be on the list for a CNR prize. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right, Chipotle worker or WNBA player. Covino, you're up first. Haley Peters.
Haley Peters is on that ESPN mural, right? She's one of the icons. She's in the WNBA.
Rich.
Haley Peters. She gets mad when I steal napkins. Chipotle.
Buyer.
WNBA.
Sam.
I'll say WNBA.
Jeff.
I'm going Chipotle.
Oh, I'm the only one wrong because she's a 6'3" forward for the Connecticut Sun.
I was wrong, too.
Oh, you got it wrong, too. Okay. So
All right.
two of you struck out there. All right, next name on the list, Covino. Chipotle worker, WNBA player, Raquel Carrera.
Chipotle.
Rich.
Oh, WNBA. Raquel, I know her.
DB.
WNBA.
Sam.
Chipotle.
Jeff.
WNBA.
Raquel Carrera is a 6'3" center for the New York Liberty.
Yeah.
All right, next name. Next name, Covino.
What did you say there, Covino?
I said WNBA.
Okay. You're doing good so far.
Rich is the one keeping score here. That's what
I'm just kidding. I was wrong.
Oh, you were
All right.
wrong?
Yeah, I was just cheating.
No.
I was like, don't hold it against me like Jim Harbaugh.
You have integrity issues like me and Jim?
All right, next name, Covino. Tiffany Braxton.
Tiffany Braxton is in the WNBA.
Rich.
Yeah, that sounds like a baller.
Buyer.
WNBA.
Chipotle.
Sammy.
You wouldn't do 3 straight WNBA players. This has to be Chipotle.
Jeff in Kansas.
I'm going WNBA as well.
Tiffany Braxton is a senior analyst for Chipotle.
Sam was right.
Damn it.
All right.
Sometimes you got to follow the patterns.
Here we go. Next name, Covino. Chipotle worker, WNBA player, Jenny Robinson.
Definitely WNBA.
Rich.
Chipotle.
Buyer.
Chipotle.
Samuel L. Johnson.
I'll say Chipotle. Excuse me, Chipotle.
Jeff.
I'll go Chipotle on this one.
Jenny Robinson is a digital director for Chipotle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got it wrong, Covino.
Oh,
Don't try to fool
cheering
me.
for our contestant.
Try to fool me.
Team player.
Don't trick me.
All right, next name, Covino. Chipotle worker, WNBA player, Caitlin Chen.
Chipotle worker.
Rich.
WNBA.
Guys are thinking hard on this one. DB.
Oh, yeah.
Chipotle.
Sam.
WNBA.
Jeff.
WNBA.
Caitlin Chen is a 5'9" guard for the Golden State Valkyries.
Oh, wow. Man.
All right. Yeah, you learn a lot during this
I'm
game.
stinking it up worse than Rich's Mets.
Covino, Chipotle worker, WNBA player, Stacy Slater.
WNBA.
Rich.
WNBA.
Buyer.
Chipotle.
Sam.
Can you repeat that name again?
Stacy Slater.
Chipotle.
Jeff.
Chipotle.
Stacy Slater is a development manager for Chipotle in California.
Oh, boy.
Man.
All right, Covino. How you doing there?
Terrible.
Next name for you. Emily Rossman.
WNBA.
Rich.
Chipotle.
Buyer.
WNBA.
Samuel.
WNBA.
Jeff.
WNBA.
Emily Rossman is a food service worker for Chipotle in Ohio.
Oh, man.
Last one. Covino. Kayla McBride.
WNBA. Let's go.
Rich.
WNBA.
DB.
WNBA.
Sam.
WNBA.
Jeff.
WNBA.
Guy swept the board there. She's a 5'11" guard for the Minnesota Lynx.
Had to be. It had to be.
Now, normally we play the tabulation sound effects for Spot, but Rich is sitting in as the
No, I got it.
scorekeeper.
I'm tabulating here.
Yeah, we need the sound effects.
It doesn't matter what everyone else did. Covino was bad. He was 2-6, which means Jeff, you win 1, 2, 3, 4. You did all right. You played 500. Covino stunk, which means you win, Jeff.
Yeah.
Nice.
There you go.
I stunk it up so that you could win.
He
I did
crawled
my
so that
best.
you could walk.
That's right. Hey, congratulations, Jeff. You're the big winner, man. We owe you
100
Covino
napkins
and
from
Rich.
Chipotle.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Rich has plenty of utensils.
We should throw a Chipotle napkin and a fork in every prize pack.
Yeah, might as well. We owe you a Covino and Rich on Fox Sports Radio, Nerf football as soon as we get them. Danny G gives you an IOU, which is just as good as money.
Yep. Congrats, Jeff.
Those are IOUs.
Thanks, fellas.
Thank you, buddy.
Appreciate it.
Jinx. All right, let's go to Dan Byer for an update. Let's see what's going on as we get into the weekend.
Hey, DB.
Guys, we got some baseball starting, some football kicking off in an hour, preseason action, and of course, college football gets rolling tomorrow. But we'll start in the pro game where the Commanders traded running back Brian Robinson Jr. to the San Francisco 49ers. 49ers giving up a 6th-round pick in 2026 as part of that deal. Adam Thielen could be on the move. He's in the final year of his contract with the Carolina Panthers. He could be going back to the Vikings, where he spent much of his career, as the sides have had conversations. Panthers did lock up right tackle Taylor Moton to a 2-year extension worth $44 million. Steelers played the Panthers last night, wrapping up their preseason. First-round pick defensive tackle Derek Harmon is going to miss a month or more because of an MCL sprain in his knee, according to the NFL Network. Attorneys for Malik Beasley spoke with ESPN, saying that the free agent NBA guard is no longer the target of the FBI's investigation into gambling on NBA games. Beasley was never charged in the probe. However, negotiations on a potential deal to return to the Pistons were put on hold as he was part of that investigation. Texas Rangers center fielder Evan Carter could miss the rest of the season because of a fractured right wrist. Orioles and catcher Samuel Basayo have agreed on an 8-year, $67 million extension. In Indiana Fever guard Caitlin Clark's dealing with a bone bruise on her left ankle, in addition to that groin injury that's kept her out a month. In golf at the Tour Championship, Tommy Fleetwood and Russell Henley lead in second-round play at 13 under. Scotty Scheffler's 5-back. Rory McIlroy is 6-back. Guys, back to you.
Hey, Dan Byer, you're the guy that I know that knows the most about fantasy football. My dude, Christian McCaffrey, is he still top of the first round type of guy, first few picks, or are people not believing in my dude Christian McCaffrey this year?
Mid to late first round. Right now, you kind of have a tier of Bijan Robinson and Jahmyr Gibbs, Saquon Barkley. However, in a full PPR league, McCaffrey's getting a little bit more value than those other backs, but not top of the list. But I would say mid to late first round.
Okay, I was going to say there was an article in the Sporting News today saying how...
Forget about them. The I Want Your Flex podcast is where I get all my
Yes,
updates.
our quarterback episode just debuted today, our quarterback preview.
There you
What
go.
a guy. Look at that.
Yeah.
I like Dan Byer's the man. But at 29, isn't it crazy to think at 29, the article says at the age of 29, the 49ers have to worry about the workload. He's in his 20s. But he's a new dad, might be a little inspired, has a whole offseason to get healthy. But the Niners did just get a backup running back that maybe could even the work a little bit.
Yeah, Brian Robinson Jr. on his way there. But as I learned from TikTok, we're actually in our 30th year if you're Christian McCaffrey. Again, you're 29, but you're in your 30th year of life. Yes.
Thank you, DB.
Thank you, TikTok.
That's DB. Now, when we get back, we get you ready for the weekend. We call it Weekend Hobnobbing. What you need to watch this weekend in the world of sports and entertainment. We do it next on Covino and Rich.
What he said.
Wake up, it's two pros and a cup of Joe, Fox Sports Radio.
You ready?
Yes.
I'm Colin Cowherd. This is The Herd.
You are listening to The Dan Patrick Show.
It's the odd couple. You know what time it is. Let's get it.
Fox Sports Radio.
Bigger, bolder, and better than anyone in the game.
Fox Sports Radio is the #1 sports audio network.
Diverse, fun, entertaining, and driven by the big sports topics of the day.
They had to bolster the offensive line, which they did.
You finally said something right. Congratulations.
That game was incredible. You are wrong.
You could take that trash somewhere else. Wham!
We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate you all so. I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
I'm your favorite fan.
Thank you.
love you. You're very talented. You're the best.
Thanks for taking my call.
Sure.
Great show.
Thank you, Jim. You sound like Joe Pesci.
How am I funny to you?
I can't help but notice that the W-2s for the quarterback look a lot higher.
That's because we're worth it. You gotta be kidding.
He never was an elite quarterback.
This team is unstoppable.
He made the right call.
You know that's right.
LeBron James is a legend.
No, he's not. He complains all the time.
You say Brady's the greatest quarterback of all time, but Eli Manning beat him twice. Wrong. Wrong.
For 25 years, Fox Sports Radio has dominated the sports audio landscape.
With the biggest talent and the best programming available.
We talk sports and we have fun doing it. We talk about life.
Sports radio is where you go after the games are over, and then the discussion begins.
If the Chiefs win,
Sorry, Patrick Mahomes here. What do you mean by if the Chiefs win?
It is live. It is unscripted. No other medium can touch that.
And that's what makes it special. Yes.
Who wants some?
Bigger, bolder,
better.
We are Fox Sports Radio.
Yeah.
It's Covino and Rich on Fox Sports Radio. Are you ready?
Yes! We talk about pop culture, we talk about sports, we talk about life.
It's a friendship on the radio. When you talk about the best athlete in the world, you're probably thinking Jim Thorpe, right?
I'm thinking
joking.
Bo Jackson.
I'd have to throw myself at the age of 12 into the conversation.
You are the home run champion. When you find the commonality between sports and life, those analogies and conversations are the best. You were dating some girl, and you were like, hey, babe, let's watch The Sixth Sense. Her mom walked in. Can you believe he was dead the whole time?
I wanted to get up.
Well, slow down, Dana White.
I don't want to say It's never boring.
If the Chiefs win,
Sorry, Patrick Mahomes here. What do you mean by if the Chiefs win?
Our friendship is real. It's authentic. You can't fake the funk.
we're the type of guys you'd want to hang out with at a sports bar. Best way to pick someone up at a bar?
Yeah.
Go up to a cute girl and say, oh, look at that bozo over there, and I'll point to you. We could make fun of each other, poke each other a little bit.
I call him Blubber Lips, Rich Davis, because he never stops talking.
He thinks he's the Mexican Fonz.
Yeah.
At any point, he's wearing a chain. You have a chain on?
Always.
Of course he has a chain on.
That's like asking me if I'm wearing cologne right now. Of course I am. I take a lot of pride in being inclusive and interactive on our show. Just the more the merrier.
Josh, Covino thinks that every man should own a leather jacket.
I only wear vegan leather.
Can you believe this guy?
I can't believe this guy. We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate y'all so. I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
Mike Tyson, Covino, loves to just challenge us with random Mike Tyson trivia.
Which accomplished celebrity purchased my sprawling Connecticut estate?
I'm going to go 50 Cent.
You are absolutely correct, 50 Cent. I love his song.
You can't schedule a big event during a big sports moment.
My family member scheduled their wedding the same night as a Julio Cesar Chavez fight. Everyone was glued to that fight instead of doing the electric slide.
This is weak.
Unbelievable. You're very tricky.
America, you got sports, you got fun, you got us.
Covino and Rich.
We're crushing it.
Today's Friday.
Hey, welcome back to the show. Covino and Rich live from the Fox Sports Radio studio. Is it time for a new job? Then it's time for Express Employment Pros. Quit the endless online job search and list the pros. And Express never charges job seekers a fee. Go to expresspros.com. And now we do this every Friday. Now it's time for our Express Pros Pro of the Week. Who's it going to be?
That's my belly.
Oh. No one on your Mets, Rich. Jake Paul.
I'm sorry, what?
He didn't even do anything.
Yeah, but he got us again, Danny G.
Yeah,
and he made a big
true.
announcement, and he hogged up a lot of our conversation this week. He's going to get us again, fighting a 5'5" Tank Davis. Even me as a fight fan who thinks this is the dumbest fight ever has to watch. Because I'm like, all right, well, how's this 5'5", pound-for-pound great going to size up against stupid-ass Jake Paul, who's 6'1"? He
got us again.
Going to be over
That's
200 pounds. So, Jake Paul, November 14th, Netflix. We're all going to be watching. Lots of money will be made. Is your Express Pros Pro of the Week, simply because we got.
And, Cove, I said to you the other day when we announced this fight, the day it was announced, we talked about it. It was the same day we saw a Little League World Series pitcher that was 5'5", 130 pounds. And I said, see the guy pitching, the kid in the Little League World Series? That's the size of the person Jake Paul's fighting.
Most people listening, your wife or girlfriend is probably bigger than Tank Davis. And he's fighting Jake Paul.
5'5", 130
pounds. And we're
pounds.
all going to watch.
You guys are underestimating his strength.
Well, he could if he uses his
not
quickness.
built like your wife. He's not built like that little kid.
If he uses his quickness and the sweet science, like we said, there's always a chance. But you're really discrediting the power and size and strength of a Jake Paul.
I mean, if your wife is built like Tank Davis, damn. All right, let's get into some weekend hobnobbing. Let's go.
Living for the weekend. Your winning bets for talking points if you get stuck socializing.
You ever done anything dangerous?
You ever dance with the devil in the pale moonlight?
That is dangerous.
Friday brings us Weekend Hobnobbing.
All right, I'll kick it off. Speaking of fights, UFC Fight Night. Who do we got this week? We got Walker, Mingyang, and we got Ortega and Sterling, so enjoy some UFC fights. We got Mission Impossible, The Final Reckoning on PVOD. Elijah's saying, nah, not worth the watch. I don't know. Hey, PVOD, check it out. F1 is also available. F1, the movie with Brad Pitt. So you watch some Tom Cruise and some Brad Pitt. Lots of handsome this weekend on PVOD. I just started it. I got to finish it. It's causing a lot of controversy this week. The Biggest Loser documentary on Netflix.
Dude, I wrote it down, fit for TV. I watched the first episode, and it's interesting, right? Because you got these people that are real big, and
yeah, but first of all, what we need to keep in mind is this was the early 2000s. You weren't as politically correct. It was a different time. And people use different tactics to motivate people. I don't know. I don't like how it's rubbing me, this documentary. It's caused lots of controversy, and there's lawsuits. And I don't know, you check it out, see what you think about it.
I think from what I've seen.
What happened to Tough Love?
Well, from what I've seen, they did push these people. Nowadays, that show wouldn't air, not even because of
I mean, some of it was degrading. I agree, but don't you think these are people that signed up because they needed a push?
And thousands of people would sign up to do it. So it wasn't like they were like, hey, let's take an overweight person and mock them. People waited, thousands of people in line to be one of the contestants. And it was tough love. But nowadays, it would just be like a one-week episode.
If they were self-motivated, they wouldn't have been in that position. So anyway, overpromised. That's our bonus podcast. It's on Fox Sports Radio's YouTube page, but now we also put it on Covino and Rich FSR, our brand new YouTube page, where we stream the show live, but our bonus pod is there, episode 105. Brand new episode yesterday. We talked about seniors in sports, old guys in sports. We talked about sports movies and Nepo baby jerseys. Nepo jerseys in sports. That's overpromised with Covino and Rich, episode 105, brand new. Check it out. Give us 22 minutes. We'll give you the world.
If you got kids, have you seen K-pop Demon Hunters? I'm not saying it's for us and adults, but you're not the only one. I just want to let you know, if your kids are obsessed with K-pop Demon Hunters, it's the #1 streamed animated movie on Netflix now, so you're not the only one. I just want to throw it out there.
Well, the update this week is that they're taking it to theaters.
Now, also on Netflix, Hunting Wives. Ooh, my goodness. Hubba hubba. Monty, you watching Hunting Wives? Jeez.
No, but I want to. I heard about it from why men like it, but it seems like
why? 'Cause it's just women on women action with a lot of boobs.
Apparently. But it seems like a thriller I would like aside from that. So.
It looks scandalous, but also interesting. So
Interesting.
Hunting Wives
And a lot of hunting going on.
Danny G, you turned us on to this. I can't wait to watch this weekend. Tell us a little bit about America's Team, the Cowboys doc.
Yeah, on Netflix, it's an 8-part docuseries, America's Team, the Gambler and His Cowboys. The first episode is the story about how Jerry Jones bought the Cowboys, and we're all too young to know the story behind it. It is insane. What a tremendous docuseries.
Is it a story that we should all know, right? I mean,
they call it
you back to the early days of Jerry Jones, like to the late 1800s.
Yeah, his first press conference, they called it a massacre. That's a great docuseries. Also, coming up Monday, the Love Island reunion. Going to be a lot of fireworks there.
I got to see what Hood is up to.
College football week 0 tomorrow kicks off with Big 12 action right away. Number 22, Iowa State at number 17, Kansas State in Dublin, Ireland. Kurt Warner's son, EJ, is the starting QB for Fresno State, and they are at Kansas. And then later, Stanford at Hawaii. Frank Reich is the coach for Stanford.
Well, hey, Iowa Sam, do you care much at all about Iowa State or only Iowa?
Oh, I'll definitely be watching this game tomorrow.
Oh, nice. Okay.
It's a ranked matchup, has playoff implications to start. Let's go.
And I'm hoping the Red Sox sweep the Yankees this weekend so that I could get back in our Mets-Yankees bet. And let's go Mets. Beat the Braves. Dodgers, who are they playing this weekend? Do you even know? Who cares? All right, we'll see you guys on Monday. Until then, arrivederci, baby.
See you in the promised land.
Bye.
Today's Friday.